Well, Gucci Mane's wife, Keisha Curiora, came to the defense of her man. The wife gonna do it every single time. She posted some receipts that show that Gucci Mane, in fact, did give a pretty sizable donation to the funeral arrangements of none other than his former artist, Big Scarr, who did recently pass away from alleged drug usage. Rest in peace, Big Scarr, and prayers to that man's family and friends as they continue to grieve. Some of the family and friends came out and said Gucci didn't do anything, and Gucci's wife posted some receipts that do show at least 10,000 was given, maybe even 20,000. Some flowers were given. I'm not sure if the family were able to. I'm sure a lot's going on right now. I'm not putting that on nobody. There was at least $10,000 given from Gucci to Big Scarr and his funeral arrangements. Again, I want to say this, when people are grieving, you gotta let them have it. You gotta let them have it. I know that's tough sometimes. Your name might get drugged through the mud. Man, let them folks have it. They grieving, man. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, a young 22-year-old, I'm sure brother, I'm sure a very valuable piece to what that family has is taken away. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that family's grieving. Best of luck to them in they process, man. And what times when people are grieving, people sometimes are angry, especially when people are taken away suddenly. So here's the conversation that I want to have. Gucci is a big part of this conversation because of some of the acts that he has signed over the last couple years to his new 1017. Why is no one talking about the relationship between artists that's a big deal, oftentimes legend in their region, and them signing young talents that probably looked up to them, right? Like, there are a lot of different scenarios. We can take it out of the realm of Gucci, but he is a part of it. We are seeing a lot of bad instances where those artist to artist sign relationships are not working out. There are a couple that are working, a couple artists, former artists that are doing their thing on the executive side, but there are so many more instances of seemingly artists unhappy in their current situation signed to another artist. And I don't think people are telling the truth about this stuff. This is where I come in at. Somebody needs to tell young artists before they sign any paperwork that if you're signing to another artist, you are more times than not signing to a bigger label. The artist that you're signing to or you think you're signing to is just a liaison, a middleman, a bridge to make you feel better about signing paperwork. What's happening, and it's happened for many, many years, is labels, big time major labels, are giving bags to artists, and artists are taking those bags, creating their own entities, groups, or quote unquote labels. I call them they gangs. And then what they're doing is pretty much signing you to gang, whether it be whatever. And you think you're signed to an artist when at the end of the day, truly, that artist can make some somewhat shots about your career, but it's genuinely up to that artist to talk to that major label, in which that major label will make the ultimate decisions on your careers. These labels then got super smart in making it sound good. The artists that are signing talents have gotten really well with making this stuff sound really good to young people who come from nothing trying to get a paycheck. That's what the game is, period. So we really need to discuss these relationships, because you see a situation like what's going on with Gucci and young Big Scarr's family. The family's upset at Gucci. They're saying he could have did more. What really needs to be talked about is it Gucci's responsibility, or is it that major that has Gucci's 1017 on it? Is it their responsibility to do more for this young brother's funeral arrangements and other things going forward? And what does that relationship look like for this artist's music, his catalog? Is there clauses within the contract? Like, this is some serious stuff here. And I don't think we're having enough conversations about it. Everybody's just quick to say, let me sign you. But where's the real artist development at? Like, what is that possible? You signing these dudes straight, fresh, still got the mildew, like literally all of it still on the residue from the streets. And where's the proper training, development for these young talents on the other side of that? Are these young talents even willing to listen to even a guy like Gucci get in the game right now? Some real conversations I think that need to be had here as people just continue to treat real people's careers, their livelihoods, like a house. Everybody's just looking for that next house to flip. But these are real people, bro. It's not a house. It's not a house. And I want to be fair to the young artists that are signing, right? But I want to be fair to them because it's a real paycheck that can help your life. Oftentimes attached to this. Some people are need that paycheck. Matter of fact, I just did an interview with BAP, and he totally gets, he's an independent artist out of Memphis, one of the hottest. He totally gets why you gotta, if you gotta at least consider that paycheck when a major artist considers you to sign to his label, which then you'll be signed to a bigger label. Check it out.
Well, I think it all depends on the individual. It all depends on the artist. Everybody got different situations. See, somebody like me, I'm already getting money, so I'm not money hungry. So when you come to me with a situation, if it don't, fit into what I got going on right now, I can just, But then again, you got to think about it. Like, a lot of these people sign these deals and get in these situations because, they may have, and no pun intended about, anything I'm about to say. I'm just trying to, give examples, but their finances in the house may not be, where they need it to be. You know what I'm saying? They may be struggling. They may have an eviction notice coming, or, they may be just dealing with personal things that, just things like that, to where when their talent, gets them to a position where somebody come with that opportunity and they can change their life just like that. I can't knock nobody for doing, So, I mean, cause I can't say what I would have did. A lot of people can't. A lot of people talk about, oh, they signed for this, they signed for that, blah, blah, blah. Man, you gotta think about it. Like, there's a lot of people out here, like every day, like trying to figure out what they're gonna eat every day, trying to figure out where they're gonna sleep every night, trying to figure out, just life, period. And you got a life-changing situation that come into your face. Like, you can't knock somebody for trying to, better themselves. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, you have people out here that, they sign things that, they don't really understand the concept. They're just looking at the dollar signs. But, I mean, it's human instinct, at the end of the day. Like, I'm hungry. You putting some food in my plate. Food in my face, I'm going to eat it.